My name is Uncle Johnny. As we promised, we are going to bring Gabriel for part 2 of our show because we didn't finish the story Gabriel was telling us. And if you wanted to hear more story from people who have traveled from all over the country, doesn't matter which background they come from, tune to this channel and then you'll get to hear their story. So Gabriel, last time where we left is you were recovering from your big operation.
Yes.
You went under the knife.
Yep.
And then you recover. So from that recovering, what else did you do?
First of all, I would like to say greeting to all of you. One love.
Yep.
I love you people. Yeah, when I had surgery, it was very big surgery.
Yep.
I spent a week in the hospital.
Yep.
So when I got out in the hospital, doctor told me that he said, how many jobs do you have? I said, I got 3 jobs.
Yeah.
He said, 3 jobs. He said, how do you do this? I said, I got a shop. All right.
Yeah, your shop. Yeah.
I got my nursing job.
Yep.
And I got my taxi job.
Yeah. Okay.
He said, where do you find the time to sleep? I said to him, I'd only sleep 3 hours. I said, 3 hours is not enough for you. I said, I got to work.
Yeah.
I got to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no time to sleep. He said, why? I said to him, look, I got more time later to sleep. At this moment, it's time for me to work.
To work, yeah.
So, he said to me that I give you 6 months without doing anything.
To
you
recover.
go home, sleep well, eat, recovering. You're not allowed to take anything heavy. You're not allowed to carry any heavy stuff. I said to him, no problem, I'll go home. So I went home. All right, I spent 3 days. I was so bored.
3 days.
I never sit down. I never sit down do nothing.
You are used to working hard and doing stuff.
Yeah.
So you were just a bit it was
I'm
boring
bored.
for you to just sit down. Yeah.
So I got up and I tried to do some cleaning. I still get a pain. And my son came to say, what are you doing, Dad?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I just do a little bit cleaning. He said, go and sit down.
Yeah.
I said to him, nah, I need to do something.
Yeah.
I can't stay there. I'm bored. I need to do something. So, I went and sit down. So I spent 10 days. And then I rang my boss. I said, I'm better now. Can I come back to work? My boss called me. He said to me, do you got doctor's certificate?
Yeah.
I said, no. And he said, you need to go and get doctor's certificate. I said, damn it.
Yeah.
Where will I get that from? So if I have to go back to the doctor, the doctor would say no.
No, okay.
Yeah. And I said, well, I'll find something.
Yeah.
So, I rang a guy I know because I got taxi license.
Yeah.
So I rang. I said, are you looking for someone to work? He said, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone to work. I said, can I work tonight?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, come on.
Yeah,
so I went and drive taxi.
You went to drive taxi?
Yeah, went and drive
just
taxi.
10 days after the big operation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Went back to drive taxi,
Yeah.
So I did taxi probably about 4 to 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's long hours, 12 hours a day.
Okay.
Yeah. My doctor didn't know about it.
Yeah. So the doctor didn't recommend this, and you're just doing it out of boredom. You're just a bit bored.
A bit bored, so I have to go and do something.
Okay.
So so what happened was because I still have a shop.
Yep.
And because my shop need a lot of work and need a lot of heavy stuff to be delivered, so I closed down the shop.
Yeah, so you couldn't go to the shop because of this.
Yeah, I couldn't my operation. Yeah, so I closed down the shop, and then I just went to drive taxi, and then when I got really better, I got doctor's certificate. I went back to my nursing job, so I got 2 jobs. Yeah, I got nursing job and my taxi job.
You're driving taxi.
Yeah, driving taxi. Yeah.
So you can get more money.
Get more money because what I do is I like supporting people.
Yeah.
The money I make, from more work. I pay my bill. I pay buy food for my kid, my family. And whatever left, I send it to people who need. Because I got over 20 kids in school in Africa that I support them and the family, plus people who know me that need help. So I have to send them money. And also in the city I live here in Australia, I go out, like
Yeah.
on Saturday, Sunday night, you know, see someone, you know, see you lonely, got no food. I'll sit next to him and say, how you going, mate?
Yep.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Shake hand,
Yeah.
give me a high five,
Yeah.
and said, what can I do for you? I said, oh, I'm all right. I said, would you like to share some meal?
Yeah.
So I got him buy a meal, yeah, give some to him,
You
and we
eat some-
share.
yeah, you share.
We share, yeah. So I like sharing. Yeah, that's what I
Okay,
do.
Gabriel, I just want to bring this to attention of people.
Yeah.
It was in the papers
Yeah.
all over Newcastle anyway.
Yeah,
It's
all over
public-
Australia.
Yeah, public knowledge.
Yeah.
You got attacked
Yeah.
when you were driving your
Yeah.
taxi.
Yeah.
It was a bit of editing in the newspaper, huh?
Yeah.
But now you are here.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us what really happened?
So what happening, like, I was driving a taxi,
Yeah.
and I pick up this guy, say, like, he's a bit drunk.
Yeah.
Like, I got attacked twice. Yeah, I just let people know that I've been attacked twice.
Yeah.
So the first one,
While driving taxi.
yeah,
Okay.
when
yeah.
I was driving a taxi, right,
Yeah.
I was driving a taxi, and I pick up this guy, was really drunk, and I said to him, I said, where do you mean to take you? He didn't give me address. He said, keep driving. I said, where are we going? You know, so the guy was like really drunk. He said, just swear at me, just keep driving. I said, where are we going? Yeah, I need to take you home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
So,
just
yeah,
drive it,
yeah.
and you
So
don't know
wh-
where you're going.
Yeah, so when I was driving, the guy was behind me. So he went back me and he grabbed my neck,
Yeah.
pulled me back, grabbed my hair,
Yeah.
and pulled me back
Oh.
and shocked me.
Oh, man,
so,
he was struggling you.
yeah, struggling me.
Okay.
And I
Wow.
was in the middle, I was like 60 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
So what I did, I hit the brake, all right, in the middle of the road, and I tried to save myself because the guy was shocking me. Like I was
Yeah.
like, I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And I said, please, what are you doing? Please, I don't want trouble. Leave me alone, please. Stop.
Yeah.
So he couldn't listen to me. He would just like pull me behind like that, really hard.
This guy was trying to
Yeah,
kill
he
you.
would try to kill me.
Yeah.
So what happening, like, I
Yeah.
stopped in the middle of the road,
Yeah.
and everyone was driving around me.
Yeah.
Chuck, why Texas stop in the middle of the road? So people stop and they run.
Oh, to help you.
Running to help me, yeah. And they grabbed the guy, like, you know, to free me from the, yeah, it was shocking me. Like, I was just like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just, this guy's gonna kill me. You know, like, I'm trying to just like hold it. So the lady and the man came and opened the door, and then they grabbed his hand out and dragged him out in the car.
Yeah.
So, and like less than a minute, the police turned up and he got arrested.
Did it say why he was trying to kill you?
Really don't know.
No.
So police came
Yeah.
and grabbed him, charged him. Police took me, put me in I mean, like the ambulance came.
Yeah.
They took me to hospital, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can say, are you all right? And what happened when he was choking me, right, they grabbed one of my arm,
Yeah.
my left arm, and they twisted backward.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I dislocated like my
Dislocated,
throat.
yeah, okay.
So, like, and one of my neck there, I got like really bad sore neck from there. Like,
okay.
like I can't even look into right, like really bad.
Yeah.
My shoulder was like really,
Yeah.
really,
Okay.
really bad, yeah. So, I went to hospital and they checked me. I was all right, so they discharged me. I went to the police station, give a report, and and they charged him for what he done. Yeah, but when police called me and said, "Can we charge him, arrest him, or what do you want?" I said, "Look, let him go, because I myself I don't want trouble,
Yeah.
and I don't want a problem. I don't want anyone to be jailed because of me."
Yeah.
So I said, "Look, I forgive him. Whatever he done
After
to me,
him doing all this
After-
bad stuff to you,
me, I said,
you
look,
still forgive
I
him?
forgive him." I
Yeah,
said, "Look,
okay.
let him pray."
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy was like, when I hear from the police guy, he got a family,
Yeah.
he got a full-time job. He was stressed from his family. That's the reason why he's doing the wrong thing. I said, "Look, he got a family. I forgive him. Let him go back to his family. I don't want him to be locked up. No, I don't want him to get charged. Let him free." So I let him go.
Did he come later and apologize to you?
I haven't seen
or
him since.
Nothing?
No, I haven't seen him since.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
seen it since. Yeah, so I let it go. Yeah, I just like I didn't do anything. I just let it go. So I let it go. Yeah. And then I was so scared. I said, like, I don't want to drive taxi no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I jumped back to the Uber.
You went to
Buy a car. I said, look, the Uber is safe.
Yeah.
Because with the Uber, you don't carry cash with you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't carry cash with you. Like everything goes through the
Through the credit card.
Yeah, credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm still doing my nursing job full time, but I still need some extra money. So like I need to work to support whatever I want to do. I got a job to go and pick up the guy from another suburb called Charlestown. It's
Yeah.
like other side
Yeah.
of the Newcastle.
Yep.
Yeah, I drove for 10 minutes to go and pick up this. When I went there, it was a group of young kids between, I don't know, between 18 to 14.
Yeah.
Maximum.
These are teenagers.
Teenagers. They're
Yeah.
having a party. It was a party somewhere. It was like a lot of kids everywhere on the street. So I slowed down and stopped. You know, when I was stopping, I heard people were jumping the roof of my car.
Okay.
Yeah, jumping in the roof and you know, like dancing. Another one just come and open the door and drag me out, and I just get punched.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. When I said,
So these teenagers started attacking you.
yeah, attacked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, what's going on here? So and I don't want to fight. You know, I run. Like, you know, they get me down. I was on the ground, like pull me, and it was about 10 of them on me.
Yeah, they're punching you everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I can just see the punch everywhere. My hair was pulling. I lose some of my hair. You
Oh,
can see
okay,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, my hair was pulling. So what I did, I said, those guys are gonna kill me. So I run, jump the fence. I jump into another house. Like I don't even know the house. Like I jump into it, and what I hear, it was like bang, breaking the windows of that house.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the neighbors from there, everyone is scared. No one come out.
Nobody
Police,
came out to help you?
No one come out at all
Yeah.
because, like, there was so many of them.
They
Everyone
were scared of these
Yeah,
kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the police came.
Yeah.
You can hear police came from everywhere. They took my car.
They took your car?
They took my car.
What did they do with your car?
They took it. The car was running.
Yeah.
Yeah. They took the car. Run with it. So when I hear the police came, it was standing like where I was getting attacked.
Yeah.
All right, I came out.
Yeah.
And all the neighbors, like people around there, they all came out. Are you all right? Are you all right? I said, I'm all right. Are you sure you're okay? I said, I'm okay. So
Probably you're very
yeah,
scared.
they said, oh, we thought they can kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I'm okay. You know, I got a bit of bleeding,
Yeah.
a bit of a mark on me. Yeah, lose feel my hair.
Yeah.
Because I got,
hair.
you know, I got long hair.
Yeah.
I lost few of them. Yeah. So police came and said, how did you get here? I said, my car.
Yeah.
What's your car? I said, I don't know. They took it.
Yeah.
So police one, they drive it probably about 10 kilometers and then crash it.
Yeah.
Took my wallet. My wallet was in the car, and my two phone. Because with Uber you have to use the phone.
because you use the GPS.
Yeah, I got two iPhone. Yeah, they're all gone.
Yeah.
You know, car was crashed. So the police came and said, we found your car.
Yeah.
And it's been crashed.
Yeah, okay.
So they told car, come and took the car. Police took me to the police station and said, do you know those people? I said,
No.
I don't know them.
Yeah, because you're just going to help people. Yeah.
I'm just going to go and get my job. I was going to go pick up someone. And then that's it, I got attacked. Yeah.
Oh, man, you've gone through a lot of stuff.
So, and police said, we know a few of them.
Yeah.
He said, like, you know, we arrest a few of them, and the teenagers, they're between, the older one was 18, and the younger one was like 12.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
there are some of them. And I said to them, they're young, they're kid, you know. What can you do? I was in wrong place, in wrong time.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, what can you do? Even though they killed me, I wasn't that, you know, like, what can you do?
Well, that's you. I don't know what I could have done.
Yeah.
Do you think they did this because they discriminated you?
No, I don't
it
think.
Was just teenagers doing their own
What I
stuff?
think is like, it's just, I was in wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
And also, like, the teenagers. Maybe they see me that I was different. Maybe that's the reason why they attacked me and all these things. But I was in wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, okay.
And also, whatever they was doing, you know, like, I don't know what they were doing. Because they was drunk, the kid.
Yeah, okay.
You know, the kid, like, what can you do? Like, the kid on the street at night time. You know, like, I told the police, forget about it. In the morning when I wake up, it was in the news. Everywhere, like it was in the news. You know, people calling me, are you all right? I said, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good.
What happened to your car now? Since that was your livelihood.
Yeah,
you earned some money from this car driving Uber. So what happened to it?
They destroyed my car.
Yeah.
They took my two phones, my wallet with all my ID.
Yeah.
and the money was in the wallet, they're all gone.
Gone.
They're all gone.
So they left you with no car,
Yeah,
with no money,
car,
with no phone.
Yeah, but it didn't stop me from working.
Yeah.
I still go to work. Yeah, I still go do my nursing
Your
job.
nursing job,
I
yeah.
stopped doing Uber, stopped doing taxi, and then just keep going with my other job.
So how are you going to work and you don't have a car now?
Well, I got 2 cars. I used to have 2 cars. Yeah, one I use for Uber. One is my personal use with my kid. Yeah, and I got a motorbike too. So yeah, I did that. Yeah.
So you still have means of going to work?
I still got something to get to work. Yeah.
So how did you pay your bills and there's no money now?
Yeah.
They took all your money with you.
Well, you know, with life,
Yeah.
this is the story with life.
Yeah.
Life, if you want to get somewhere,
Yeah.
like I came from nothing. I came from no English, from no reading or reading ABCD
And
to
writing.
where I am right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to get somewhere, you know, don't just stop that because I don't have this one, I will stop. No, you got to try anyhow. Someone out there will help you to get somewhere. Someone over there will support you to get somewhere. Like I was lucky, I was blessed.
Yeah, okay.
Anywhere I go, I make friends.
You make friends?
And I'll
yeah.
get to work.
Okay.
Because I live in this country for 20 years. And I'll never be out of job. I always have a job.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, job after job, job after job. So I never stop working because, you know, like, I got no English, but I have to work myself hard
Yeah.
to get somewhere.
To get
So
yeah,
like
to sustain yourself. Yeah.
So if you come from different country
Yeah.
and you got no skill, you got no any language to get you around, there's a way out there you can make a living. So don't stop that. I don't have English. I can't read and write. I
Yeah.
can't do that. So no one will like me. No.
Okay. It's
That's,
just still
the
have
world
to
is
work
full of love. The world is full of love. Maybe 10% of people there might not like you, but 90% of them will like you.
Like you, yeah,
And
okay.
they will help you to get somewhere. And that's what I do. Like 90 of them help me to get to the way I am right now. Yeah.
So did the, I'm just wondering about your car. Did the insurance pay? Was the car insured?
Well, the car was insured because
Yeah.
with the Uber, you can't drive an Uber without insured.
Yeah, okay.
So my car was insured.
Yeah.
But my insurer asked me, Uber should pay for my insurance. Yeah. So I got a letter from Uber saying, like, you know, sorry for what happened to you, you know, all these things, you know, like anything else we can do for you. I said, well, I need a car to go back to the road so I can work, you know. Yeah.
So Uber bought you another car?
No one bought me a car. No, I fixed my car. I fixed my car. I fixed my car and I get back into the road, yeah.
Did they give you some money to fix your car?
No.
Zero?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But because
well, I don't know whether I want to drive Uber now.
It's with the Uber, it's a self-employed.
Yeah, okay.
You are self-employed.
Yeah, okay.
You work for them, but you're self-employed. So anything you must speak for your own. Yeah. So and I understand that. You know, So
Oh, I wish they could have even come with half of the money you used to repair this car. So zero.
No.
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't get even sent from them. Yeah.
Do you still drive Uber now?
Now again, but not all the time. Yeah, because I got full-time job.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, I did nursing degree.
Yep.
And I work as a nurse, but I want more money.
Okay.
So I want more money. So I end up doing a truck, driving a truck.
So you drive those huge trucks.
Yeah, drive a big truck. Yeah. So I work with a good company that give me a good job. So I work for them, and so I'm quite happy with the job I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And before too, like, you know, before coronavirus, I used to do music.
Okay.
I used to do live show with a couple of the band because I do a lot of freestyle, reggae freestyle. So I did get a little bit of money from there too, like, you know, coming from there. But my money is always going to the people in need. That's what I do.
So you add the money and you give it to the people.
I give to people in need.
So
That's
this
what I
money you are working hard for is not even helping
No,
you?
I give to people in need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm a Rasta man.
Yeah.
Like a Rasta, people get it wrong. They think Rasta man is about like smoking ganja or doing wrong thing, and everything. No, it's not about that.
Gabriel, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Do you smoke marijuana?
No, I don't smoke marijuana.
Do you do bad stuff?
No, I don't do bad stuff.
This Rasta is just good
Yes.
Rasta, I think.
to draw, if you want to grow a dreadlock
Yeah.
like this, have a big dreadlock like that, okay? I call it it's spiritual.
Yeah.
It's spiritual. So you gotta love the life. Like I become a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
Oh.
I don't kill for food.
Yeah.
Because every living thing deserves to live.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Every life is deserved to live in this earth.
No, you are a vegetarian
I'm a
as well.
vegetarian. I don't eat no
Oh,
meat.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You are so many
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. The reason why I become a vegetarian is
Yeah.
because, like, for what happened back home, all these war, people killing, and everyone love life. Do you love your life?
Yes, of course.
You love your life so
Yeah,
much, right?
yeah,
The same like the other animal, right? They love their life. Every living thing love life. So why you have to take someone's life out?
Yeah.
Someone bleed like you. Why?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I love life.
Yeah.
And I support life. Anything make life, I support it.
Yeah,
So that's
okay.
the reason I become a Rasta. And the Rasta man is true because Rasta man don't steal.
Yeah.
Rasta man don't do wrong thing. Don't take drug. Don't do cocaine. Don't take any drug. Okay.
Zero drugs.
Zero drug. True Rasta man. True Rasta man. Don't do drug. Don't drink alcohol.
Okay.
Don't do any wrong thing. Okay? That's a true Rasta man.
You just live pure
True
life.
Rasta man love other people. Treat other people how you want to be treated. You know?
Okay.
And help other people. And that's the reason why I'm doing that. Because I help other people. Yeah. And that's true Rasta man.
Okay.
Because it said the only one man left in this world. The only one man left is a Rasta man. Because, okay, Rasta man is not one man left. It doesn't do wrong thing.
Okay.
Doesn't do wrong
That's
thing.
very good, Gabriel.
Yeah.
So when we finish this, can you put some petrol in my car?
Of course, I can fill up your car. Definitely.
Fill it.
Definitely. Hey, this is a story, right? Okay, I went to the shop with my son, all right?
Yeah.
It was like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
This young kid came to me.
Yeah.
He said to me that, do you have $2? He
Yeah.
asked me for $2. I said, oh, do you want $2? He said, yeah, I want to go and buy something to eat. I said, of course. I said, what do you want? I said, oh, I just want to get something. I got $10. I'll give it to him. That's his true story in the name of God.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll give you $10. Say, go and get something to eat. Because, you know, like, you gotta help. You gotta help someone. You know? Because you can own. You can own everything in this world. One day when you leave this world, where are you gonna go? Are you gonna take them with you?
No, you go with nothing.
You go with
Zero.
nothing. Life is a cycle.
Yeah.
Life is a cycle because you will die today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you will come from different life. What are you going to come back rich or poor?
Yeah, I don't know.
You might make a million of dollars. All right? Tomorrow you go. Okay, your $1 million will left to someone else. God might go and give you to the poor family.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're going to start from the zero again.
Gabriel, what would you like to come back?
When I went, man,
When you go and you come back,
I'll
what
come-
would you like to come back
I'll
as?
come back with nothing. I'll come back as a poor man and start again.
It's again, yeah.
Start it again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to come back as a poor man again.
Yeah,
And start it again.
and help people.
And help again and build it up.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing I want God to help me with,
Yeah.
let me create me back with a good heart.
Yeah, okay.
To love and care. Yeah. And that's what I always pray for. Create me again with a good heart
Yeah.
and love to care with other people.
To care for other people as well.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Oh, that's very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Gabriel, you've really lived a terrible life, I would say.
I did. But the message to other people there, you know, don't feel bad that, oh, God hate me. God didn't give me that. God didn't do that to me. God created you with tools.
Yeah.
You got tools. Okay? This is your tool.
Yeah.
This is your tool.
The legs, the hands,
Hand,
and the
eye, you can, and ear.
brain. Yeah. Okay.
Go and use them to make a living. Don't depend on God.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't depend on God. God already give you everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Just go and use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just pray to God to give you more.
The only thing you do, wake up in the morning, thank God, son, I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm healthy. Get up and go. Do it.
Good. So,
Yeah.
Gabriel,
Yeah.
for refugee out there who are in Kakuma camp or wherever camp they are,
Yeah.
and they want to go anywhere, wherever they want to go, come to Australia, what would you advise them?
Well, what I would advise to all the refugees who in different countries, I mean, you know, wars everywhere. Wars everywhere, and struggle is everywhere. You know, if God help you to go to the different world, like Western world or other world, the only thing, thanks God. The number one you can say, thanks to you, God, for helping me. All right? Go and start your life. Don't just go and sit down there and just say that I went to the rich country or Western world. They will give me everything. Go and fit in.
Yeah.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Work hard and develop your life and help back. Yeah, help other people.
Help other people.
Yeah,
Okay.
That the people who is need, people really, really need.
Yeah.
Go and help them. If you can help them to come to the way you are, do it.
Oh,
if you
great.
can't do it, support them, give them something. And
Whatever
say,
means you can do.
yeah,
Yeah.
give them and say, go and do something for yourself. You know, go and do something for yourself. Because, you know, when you help them, they might help other people. Yeah, and that's what my friend, I got two friends, best friend I have in Australia, like really, one already passed away. He's a good man.
Yeah.
I asked him one day, I said, why you help me? He said, I help you because I know you're going to help other people later.
Okay.
Yeah, that message from him, it changed my life. And one of friend who helped me to get a good job, all right, he always said to me that I help you and you're going to help other people. See? And that's what you do. You help that person going to help other people. You know, because the life is like that. We help each other out.
Yeah.
And number one thing is love. Number one is love.
Love.
When you help other people, help with the love. You know, help.
You don't help them to show off.
Yeah, don't show up.
Yeah.
Don't show up that I have this and I have that. No, no. Help that person with a big heart, like
all
with the
your
love,
heart,
and say that this is what I did with my whole heart. You know, yeah.
Okay.
And that's a big appreciation from God. Yeah.
Oh, that's very good, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Gabriel has actually come from a refugee background. Gabriel didn't know how to read. Gabriel didn't know how to write. He ended up doing nursing at the University of Newcastle. Now, Gabriel has done Uber. Gabriel has driven taxi and is now driving huge trucks and is still helping people. So the money he earns is not for him, is to give to other people, to help other people. Like today, Gabriel is going to fill my car with petrol. It's going to help me, although I don't need it, but just going to test Gabriel for that. But anyway, whatever your background is, really doesn't matter. All you need is be grateful to your life from God and try and help other people without bragging that you're helping them, and God will give you blessings for that.
And don't show up.
And don't show off that you're helping other people. So thank you, Gabriel, for this part 2 story. I hope some people have gotten follow your journey from where you started up to now, and some people have gotten more advice from what you've said.
True.
Thank you for appearing on John Nobel channel.
Thank you.
And God bless you from whatever you are doing, and just continue helping people the way you are doing, and I hope people really appreciate what you are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
and God bless you.
And God bless everybody, and God bless you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. One love.
One love.